Hello YouTube, this is Foncho, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be short but right to the point, and it's about fleet gameplay. Now a few recommendations when doing this type of gameplay is that if you are in a fleet, do not make your team member wait for you. So the moment that you go into your friend list and join up in a fleet, be ready to go into battle. Make sure your weapon setup is done. Start the battle immediately. Do your gameplay. Once you're done, get your diamonds, get your pearls, get your sugar, move on. Do not watch videos. It takes an extra 30 seconds of wait time, and odds are that if you die early in the match and you're sitting there for 4 minutes waiting for the game to end or the round to end, you don't want to wait another 30 seconds or so for your team member, your fleet member, to watch their ad so you can get a few extra bonuses here and there. It's not really worth it. It bores the other person, so you might as well just get right down to it. Click, click, click. Once you're back here on the lobby, do your next battle. Don't go into quests to get cash. Don't go into the store. If you need to change your setup, try to do it as quickly as possible, and then hit your battle button immediately, so that there's little less wait time. I mean, you don't get to speak to the person that you're playing with, or at least not on voice. Typing, on your phone after a match takes some time, so don't do it unless it's absolutely necessary. Just keep the ball rolling, keep the gameplay going. Do not make your fleet member wait. If for whatever reason you have to exit the game, make sure you exit your fleet. Let your partner know and move on. Just leaving your phone unattended and just making people wait to join a session is just, not nice. Don't make people waste their time. Once you're playing, sometimes people don't have too much time, so you just want to play again and again and again and again, or get as many rounds as you can in whatever allowed time you have. Don't make people waste their time. So exit, thank your team member for playing, move on, and get going. Alright, so here's my current setup at the moment. As usually, I'm rocking the uncommon sniper cannon, which I have not been able to upgrade to another level because I'm waiting on that third talent, which I cannot unlock yet due to my captain level. I've now upgraded my epic big torpedo to level 2, and I also managed to get extra damage by training the Sinclair diver here, and this has given me some extra firepower on my big torpedo. I'm running the rare cannon as I was before, and my epic turbo, which now has a perk, is giving me an extra 10%. And I can tell you that you may think that 33%, or in this case 33.2, is not too much, but in the game you feel it. I mean, this thing is flying. I mean, at my level, ships don't feel like they're too fast, so that's definitely an improvement. It allows me to get quicker from one place to another, obviously, but it also makes the enemy team member miss more, especially when it's long range. So it's I feel that I get more out of using the turbo than instead of using a standard shield that's gonna get me more health. So I definitely recommend that you use a turbo. I mean, not necessarily you're gonna have an epic one. I just happened to get one randomly, but I've really made the best of it. Alright, before we start playing, I have here a rare item piece, and I'm going to combine it and see what I get. First time I do this, and I get a rare napalm launcher, which, to be honest, at this moment I don't really care too much for it. I haven't used it that much, so I'm not gonna scrap it. I'm gonna keep it, and I'll do a few test runs later and see if I can get the hang of it. Another thing that I was saving here to show you guys is I got some cool achievements on the heroic category. Death from below. Sinks 2 ships with 1 torpedo or mine. I actually did this with a big torpedo. As the match was ending, there were 2 guys left. There happened to be one next to the other. I was aiming for one, and at this moment I had no idea that you can take out or do damage on several ships at the same time with a torpedo. And it was a nice surprise to see it happening. It was a nice surprise to see that I not only that I hit both, but that both die after that one hit. And I got this one prize here for it. And there you go. Now we get to have another one. And let's see, sink 3 ships with 1 torpedo or mine. So that's definitely going to be a challenge. However, in some maps, and depending on who you're fighting against, sometimes people tend to get a little bit crowded. So I'll see if I can take advantage of that. Now, unfortunately, I was not recording while I did that, but here is the report, the reward to show that I did. That I got is that I won in a match and I did over 5,000 points. It was my first time. Also, I did not happen to record it. I did get a screenshot at the end to show pretty much what had happened as the end result of a match, and I'll post a link to an image so you can take a look at it. I'm trying not to mess too much with the editing so I can get these videos to you out there quicker. So we'll leave it at that for now. Now, these are going to be easier to get to once you're leveled up more. However, I feel that doing so at this particular level, it was quite awesome. And I have to say, the big torpedo helps me get there. At this point, I can do up to almost 500 hit points. So that's a really nice thing to have in order to get those points. Now, I'm not really sure what the correlation is at this moment, but I'm guessing the more points that you do, hit points that you do, the better rewards that you're gonna get at the end. But at this moment, I'm not really. I don't care too much for money. It is needed, but infamy, it's really what I'm trying to get to. I want to level up and play with the big dogs. I'll do my usual attack together spamming just to get people, with the right mindset in playing the game. Let's see how it goes. Blind torpedo launch. And I don't know if you guys feel this as I do, but it looks to me like every time a match starts, I'm always like way up there, and I have to wait so much for the enemy team to show up. Sometimes a bit frustrating, to say the least. Come on. Let some cover there. Come on. I'm gonna see if I can flank this guy here from the back. Let's see. Hit. Oh, miss. Oh. Come on. Alright, so might be dead, but I took him out. Alright, so as you can see, as things are getting crowded there, I tend not to speak too much. As you're playing, there are a lot of things that go through your mind, and I'm trying to make the best of the situation, to talk and share with you what my thoughts are at that moment. So I'm getting the hang of it and hope to do better next time. Alright, so we finished there, 5-3. I think we did good. Our team members definitely focused on hammering the enemy, and it helped that these guys were just crowded in there, and that's an advantage to us. You have to remember that this game, it's not a third-person shooter. In the sense that, you're not going to be able to move fast enough to high, go forward, go back, turn. The ships are slow, especially at this level. So in order to maneuver that way, you're not going to be able to do so as if you were playing some shooter game. These are ships you're meant to be moving so that you can avoid incoming fire from the enemy. You also want to get, run for cover, that sort of thing. And you're not going to do so by stopping, going forward, going back. I mean, look at how long that takes, It's not agile. These ships are not meant to be doing that, so do not expect to do that in the game and then have good results. So that's a big no-no. And you never want to be a shooting dog. Because if you're standing still, torpedoes can get to you, mortars, God, you can take a lot of damage from those. So do not sit there and expect to be doing good. Move at all times. Even right here, I'm not gonna sit, turn, and then go back. I'm gonna move while I'm doing all this. This guy here is trying to flank us, and I'm gonna let him know that he's been spotted. Let's just get a mine in there. Alright, so I got him there twice. Do not get him with the torpedo. I really didn't think I was going to, but it pushes him back and it keeps him in a good position for me. And so this guy is definitely not making any sense. Why would you sit there in the middle of 3 guys firing at you? He was just asking for it. So I'm done. There's no way I'm gonna get to all of these guys in time. but I did manage to take one out. And you know, it was a lost battle. The minute that guy was there in front, 1 against 3. I mean, even 1 versus 1, it's no good. 1 against 3. I mean, that's just impossible. Even with full health, it's just the odds are really not in your favor. So don't waste your time. And you know, I get myself in that situations from time to time where I'm trying to push forward. I'm trying to get my team members to go with me and not sit in the back, sitting and shooting, just waiting to win that way. And sometimes what happens is that you go beyond the not just too close to the enemy, but beyond the enemy. And then what happens is that these guys that just turn around and they pick you off. So you always have to try to fight perpendicular to the enemy and keep yourself moving. Make sure that you're familiar with the maps, know where you can get some cover as you're moving and shooting. And it also helps to be able to drive backwards and shoot as you're escaping. So I'm gonna drive backwards here. Do a torpedo launch as I'm going away. And aiming with my sniper rifle. And I get the shot. Oh, I just got him there with the torpedo. Let's see if we can do a close torpedo run here. So we got him. 2 guys left. Some damage, but he's not finished. Whoa, hit the wall. Oh, that's an action there. Oh, too slow of a turn. So you can see I'm using that rock for cover. How did I not get him? And he's done. Alright, so 5 against 3. We got it. Alright, so that was some nice teamwork. He was up close and personal, getting them distracted while I tried to get some shots from afar. And that was nice. That was nice. I mean, it's always nice to win, but there was definitely some good strategy there in that gameplay. Alright, so we'll do one more match and call it a day for this video. So if you guys are liking these videos, you know, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you get notified, you don't forget about us, and you get to see more gameplay videos, strategies, tips and tricks. I'm not gonna do one long, boring video of just talking strategy, because that, at least to me, that I just find that boring. But I'll do some tips and tricks here and there, and do some live commentary here on my gameplay, and just kind of like going with it. If there's something that you would like me to do, talked about, share, let me know, and I'll make sure to include it sometimes on one of my next videos. Share the video with any of your friends that are playing the game, or even the ones that are not playing the game, so they can see what they're missing out. See, all these guys are just too close for my taste. I can get this one guy here. Now my sniper rifle does 195 damage, so that would have been perfect. But oh well. Oh, he's regenerating. Alright, so somebody was healing him, and I'm gonna take a big hit here. Oh, 6. Oh, but I'm on fire, okay. Okay, I'm in trouble. I'm on fire. Big fire. I'm gonna be done in this match. Not gonna be adding too much continuing this here. And I'm in trouble. I'm done. Alright, so with that, I'm gonna call it a night. We got our butt kicked, but it was still fun gameplay. Thank you for watching. Come back again. Enjoy.